Sebla and Oscar. How are you guys doing
Hi.
today?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good,
Thank
good.
you.
I'm doing well. It's a sunny day here in Toronto, so I can't complain. But I am here today with Sebla, who is the sustainability lead at Orta, and Oscar, who is the product development manager. So I'm excited to get to speak to you guys today about some of your new concepts coming forward, and also just kind of your vision for the future, because you guys are a great leader in sustainability. So as I just mentioned, you have been a leader in responsible detection. So where do you guys see the denim industry's biggest challenge in circularity? I'm curious to know from your perspective.
So Annie, thank you for joining us for this panel, actually having us here. The biggest challenge that we are facing now is embedding the greater circularity within the industry for designing a waste-free denim world. And the new generation, the consumers are actually, they're pushing us to rethinking the way we are producing our products, and the brands as well, because there's a huge pressure coming from the eco-conscious consumers, the young people, let's say, the Gen Z. So we are rethinking the way we are doing our business, and the whole industry is now in the sustainability vogue moment right now. And it's a big industry. It's employing around 75 million people all around the world. And we need like 53 million tons of fiber to produce clothes for the whole world annually. It's a big number. And 10 to 15% is already lost during the production. And that's also a big number. And not everything that we are wearing right now, they do not end up in the recycling streams or the collection points. And what happens is the consumers, unfortunately, they mix it with their household trash, and they end up in the landfills and incinerators. So, and that's another environmental bad impact on the world. So that's polluting the environment, and that is really challenging us. And even the second-hand business is not even popular anymore, especially the African countries like Ghana. They do not want the second-hand garments anymore because the coming garments are low quality and the numbers are increasing. So they're just piling up all those waste, and those piles just spill into ocean and create another problem, which we've been talking for the last couple of months, especially the microfiber pollution. And that's another tip of the iceberg, unfortunately. So what we want to do is we want to recycle that huge amount of waste. But before we do that, we need to know what is inside of that product. So the easiest way is just to check the label of your garment, of your jean. But what happens is just a recent study done by Circular Economy, which is an NGO from Amsterdam, showed that around 60% of those labels are accurate and the rest is mostly unknown. So can we trust those labels and put all those waste into our mechanical recycling system? So that's another challenge. We are trying to find the solution. And another challenge is the current technologies. The most common technology now is mechanical recycling. And what it does is actually, it cuts, like the whole system cuts the garments into small pieces, then shreds and transform a jean or shirt into a fiber pile. And that mechanical process actually downcycles the garment, unfortunately. And we as a brand, if you want to use it, we need to use a high quality recycled fiber because we made a commitment to our consumer, to our customers, for the new generation who wants to buy less but buy better. So we cannot use that fiber. So we are now looking for the new solutions, new good quality, mechanically recycled or more eco-consciously recycled materials, cotton. And so we went through all these challenges and created a new concept called golden ratios. And it's a standard for us. And it's basically based on, we are incorporating recycled materials into our fabrics, into our denim, without compromising from look, quality, performance, and create that immortal denim product for our customers.
It's amazing to hear. I'm excited to hear more about it because obviously we need to be creating quality that consumers actually like and that is nice, or else if it's, you know, if it is the most sustainable thing out there, but it's ugly, no one's going to buy it. So,
No way.
but you
Okay.
mentioned golden ratio here. Could you explain this concept of golden ratio to us? Maybe we can hear from Oscar here.
Orta has a strong commitment to research and development of new fibers, materials, dyes, finishes, and other innovations that can provide sustainable substitutes to the standard cutting. The idea behind golden ratio is to finding the optimal balance of circular materials while achieving premium denim constructions without compromising their look, touch, wearing performance, or durability. Here, the biggest challenge is finding appropriate sustainable materials to incorporate into your system. Because sometimes they can have negative impacts like higher energy consumption in your vessel, or generate more waste, or the end product can be a poor fabric. We also need to consider the recyclability of the product as well. So it's really a challenge to achieve a balance between all these parameters, actually.
Yeah.
And we are actually talking about eco-engineering here. At this point, actually, I would like to express that eco-engineering denim fabrics with recycled cotton is an attempt to reduce the consumption of virgin cotton.
Yes.
Setting golden ratio for recycled cotton is a complicated task because first, currently there is a shortage of recycled cotton fiber supply, and second, the quality of the current recycled cotton fiber, which is supplied to the spinners and mills, is low. And one of the important fiber properties we look in spinning for high quality and productivity is the fiber length and the length distribution within the batch. Numerically, short fiber percentage in a recycled cotton batch is in every 65%. And this is 3 times of in a regular virgin cotton batch, which is around 20 to 22%. What I mean by short fiber is fibers less than half-inch length. Why is that important? Because since they are too short, they cannot quite contribute in yarn strength. They cause higher unevenness, floating fiber, and higher number of thin and thick places in the yarn. Higher thin and thick places mean higher variation within the yarn strength. So the recycled cotton use do not only cause lower yarn strength, but also higher variation in the yarn strength, generating more number of weak places in the yarn. As a result, in warping, dyeing, and weaving processes, yarn breaks and weaving faults increase, causes higher second quality and higher production waste, which in the end contradicts with your main objective. As an example, we produce one of our best-selling cotton lycra fabrics, taking 20% virgin cotton out and replacing it with post-consumer recycled cotton. We experienced that yarn strength decreased 10%. Strength variation within the yarn increased from 5% to 15%, and thin places increased 5 times. The fabric first quality ratio decreased from 95% down to 87%. That means 7 meters additional waste in every 100 meters of production. In summary, the amount of recycled cotton which can be used in a fabric is not only related with the final fabric aesthetic or strength, but also related with how much additional waste or second quality will be created. For better results, the industry definitely needs better fiber quality. Any efforts for better mechanical recycling technology should be supported. But today, we need to survive with the current technology and the supply we have in hand. If we need to survive with the current fiber, one of the options might be we can decrease the short fiber percentage at the yarn production. We may adjust the thread settings or add a combing process, but in most polite words, this wouldn't make sense. We do not want to make as if we are using more recycled cotton, but actually wasting most of them during the production. Indeed, we actually want to use more recycled fiber effectively in the yarn because our main objective is decreasing the virgin cotton fiber use. So this cannot be an option. When you are not able to increase the fiber quality of the recycled cotton, but if still want to achieve achieve the same quality, then you need to improve the fiber quality of the other part, the quality of fiber that you are going to blend with recycled cotton.
Okay,
At this point, I need to mention that traditional Orta has been a well-known company with its persistent high-quality fabrics, and to sustain this reputation, it has always been a must for us to use high-quality cotton. Yet, when working on golden ratio, we worked on improving our cotton quality even better. As a result, we managed to achieve the same quality ratios in most fabric constructions. But simply, this has a cost. There is a misjudgment that when recycled cotton fiber is used, the fabric cost should decrease because the recycled cotton is lower priced than virgin cotton. But indeed, you do not compromise, if you do not compromise the fabric quality, overall cost, overall blend cost does not decrease. On the contrary, it increases. Nevertheless, with the current golden ratio, we have been able to support the use of recycled cotton with not asking any upcharge to our customers. On the other hand, if you would like to increase the recycled cotton percentage over golden ratio, the yarn strength should be reinforced with the use of a carrier fiber like Pima cotton with higher fiber length and strength. We actually made some trials using up to 50% recycled cotton. And the first trials were considered successful, but the fabric cost increased more than 20%. And such an increase is far beyond than a difference we can compensate or is not a commercially acceptable upcharge in the market.
Right.
So this is what we mean by golden ratio.
Right. So it's very, I mean, the golden ratio sounds like a very well balanced ratio, which is what we need. And the sake of time, I'd love to get your both Sebla maybe and Özgür, how you envision the future of circularity in denim.
So I'll start. So as Özgür mentioned, the whole circularity, the golden ratio, the equation has actually many, many parameters in it. And the idea is to find that ratio that would enable us to endlessly reuse everything that we put into denim world. And here we really believe in the power of collaborations. We recently did a collaboration with Renewcell and Levi's, with Renewcell's the biggest innovation, which is recycling the textile waste and creating a new viscose element that you can actually recycle again back to the system. So this is a really open-minded and like innovative solution because this opens the door for unlimited recycling of denim and the other textile fibers, the textile products as well. And here we are not only playing with the fibers, we are also creating development with the chemicals, the dye stuff. We have developments using dye stuff made from non-edible agricultural and food waste as well. So we really believe that we need to support the startups, the innovators. We need to feed them. We need to feed their creativity and open a business so that we can encourage them to create more and better for sure. And we are envisioning a future for denim where we have full transparency starting from farm until the end, until once closed. We are envisioning new technologies which will enable us to use less natural resources and creating abundance, as well as we are creating a future for denim where we'll have a waste-free denim ecosystem, which will enable us to have a better and healthier life for the humankind and for the planet as well. And I think we think that the golden ratio is the solution for this future.
Sounds like a very beautiful future. I really appreciate both of your time today and just explaining the concept of golden ratio and how this can move our whole industry towards a circular one and where there's no waste as well. I'd love to see that. I know we all would. So let's work on it. But yeah, thank you so much again for your time today. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you so much for having us. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.